I'm sitting here today with Mr. Kishore Narne, who is the Executive Director of Motilal Oswal. They have the largest research team for the commodities market in India today, and they will know everything about how to invest in gold and how long to invest in gold to improve your financial journey. So let's get started. So Kishore sir, why don't you start with the most important question? What the hell is happening? That gold has given 60% returns and even silver is picking up now.
Yeah.
So maybe you can simplify for the audience here, who is a 25-year-old, 30-year-old, absolute beginner in the market, who's only heard about stock market, Nifty, mid cap, small cap. Now gold has beaten all of it.
Yeah.
What is happening?
So historically, it's not a new story, but historically, gold as an asset class, we don't need to explain to the Indian households because we have grown up in our households. That's the only asset which we had coming over from generations and generations. It's been passed over. That's the only asset which we have acquired, apart from the little bit of real estate and all those things, right? That's the second best asset as far as Indians are concerned. So we have associated a little bit of religious, cultural aspects to that, but it's pure investing. It's pure storage of value, right? But if you go back into the history, gold is the ultimate currency. Actually, it's not an asset. It's not an asset class. It's a currency, actually. So if you don't want to lose your purchasing power, the only way you can store your value is gold. So technical terms mein, if you say, you will never lose value, but you will also not gain value. Okay. It's a very interesting way of looking at it. For example, if you are able to buy one bag of wheat with a certain amount of gold way back in, let's say, 1800, you should be able to buy same amount of wheat with quite less amount of gold today. Right? So basically what changed? The value of gold changed or the value of wheat changed? Whether wheat became cheaper or gold became expensive.
It's a little confusing.
Right?
Question. Yeah.
So what happens is, for example, if we measure a distance from here to there, let's say it's 10 feet, and you're measuring it from with a 1 feet scale. So it's 10 units, right? If you cut half the scale into half, then how many units? It will be 20 units.
Correct.
But whether the distance changed?
No.
The measure changed. The measure is what we measure gold value in. That's the currency. So you measure in rupees, you measure in dollars, you measure in whatever the pounds or anything. If the rupee value shrinks, that means the number of rupees you pay with the same amount of gold increases.
Right.
But the gold value didn't change. The measure has shrunk. So the value of gold, when it increases, a lot of times it has to do with the currency shrinkage, the value purchasing power shrinkage.
So meaning the gold price would feel different in different countries.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the...
Yes, absolutely. And depends on your currency value.
Got it. So why is gold price increasing so rapidly in India? Not just India, it's the news all around the world also, right? So the same news is happening. So why is that?
The second aspect of gold, apart from being a currency, is also the ultimate safe haven. Whenever any uncertainty happens in the world, any uncertainty, financial, geopolitical, or even including COVID kind of scenario, the only asset which is a fallback mechanism for everyone is gold. Because this is the ultimate protector of your purchasing power. Because if I don't want to gain anything in an uncertain scenario, for example, there's a world war, right? Everyone is fighting. There is nothing to gain. So even if you have to protect your purchasing power, the fallback is the gold. So even in the current times, the current rally started around 3-4 years back, actually. The story was that after COVID, there was a lot of interest rates which has gone to zero and all the cost of money is negligible. Then the inflation hit, so interest rates went up. The anticipation of interest rates will fall. The cheaper the cost of money, it's better for gold.
Why is that? Can you explain?
Because the gold is the only asset which doesn't pay you anything. Okay. If you keep money, you can keep it in your bank account, it will pay you interest. If you buy stocks, they'll pay you dividend. If you buy bonds, they'll pay you interest or a coupon.
Yes.
Gold doesn't pay you anything.
Okay.
If the money is expensive, that means your FD rates are, let's say, 9-10%. Nobody will go and buy gold.
That's interesting.
Right? If your interest rates, your FD rates are 6%, let's say, and your inflation is 10%.
People will buy gold.
Of course, because even if you keep in a 6% FD, after 1 year, because inflation is 10%, you actually lose 4% value in your purchasing power. But gold will not lose that.
So does that mean that we are going to see the continuation of the rally of gold and silver and other commodities based on what you just said?
Yes, actually we are in the beginning of the cycle of interest rate cuts. We just seen one rate cut in US after a long time. We are going to see another 5 rate cuts in the next 1 year.
Really?
By end of 26, there will be 5 rate cuts.
Wow.
Yeah. So 25 bips, that's around 125 bips rate cuts will happen. That's the current market expectation. And similarly, the Europe also will be cutting rates.
And what about the Indian central banks?
Indian central banks will cut the rates, but we are not in a hurry. I think we'll be having around 2 to 3 rate cuts in the next 1 year or so.
Okay.
But we are not in a hurry because we are not really plagued by lack of growth. We still have growth.
Yeah, because we are a developing
economy.
So what do you forecast the gold price to be in the next 1 or 2 years then? Because you're saying there will be continuation of rate cuts.
Yeah.
And the US central banks are the most powerful. So that will affect the whole world.
Yeah.
So what do you predict the gold price to be 2027?
To be very honest, it's a most tricky question to answer right now. Absolute.
Like should I sell my house and buy
much
gold?
More upfront on this.
Yeah.
Because if you asked me this 6 months back, I would have been extremely confident in telling that level. So we were predicting around 4,000, 4,200, which is already here. But what we were predicting was ki gold generally rallies around 35-40% in a year. Now it has rallied by more than 50-60% in 6 months to 8 months.
Correct.
So the speed of the rally has surprised everyone.
Even
including me. Because whatever we were anticipating in 18 months was turning up in 6 months.
And you're somebody who's been studying this field for the last 25 years.
Absolutely.
And it has surprised you also.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's not the direction, it's the speed.
Right.
And speed is scary. When you're going up so fast, it's scary that at some point of time, this momentum will stop. If it stops, it will fall down, right? This is what the scare of everyone today, ki whether should I buy gold or not. I want to buy. But tomorrow, if it falls by 20%, I don't want to buy now.
So that's a possibility is what you're saying.
That's absolutely a possibility.
Okay.
Right? So so when you're asking me where the gold is headed, of course, it's headed northwards. It will go, it will further increase. But absolutely telling a number is like a guess.
Why don't you take a guess?
So my guess is around right now we are standing at around 4,500 as a target. The last report.
Can you for the audience?
So 4,000 is currently in the dollar terms.
So can you speak in rupee terms?
Rupee terms we will be around 1,30,000 to 35,000.
That's right now.
That's not right now. That's right now we are around 1,20,000 something.
1,20,000 per gram, per 10 grams.
Yeah. So around 20% higher from here.
Okay.
But it comes with a caveat that because we have grown much faster, there is always a chance that 5-10% dip might come.
Okay.
Right? And for Indian audience especially, a lot of Indians actually ask me what happens after Diwali. Because we think Diwali actually drives prices.
Correct.
No, jewelers made us believe that. But Indian Diwali demand really doesn't have a much of impact on gold prices globally.
Really?
We have no say in gold prices.
But if almost every Indian family is going to go to the jeweler shop to buy gold for the upcoming wedding season in November and December, shouldn't that demand spike price?
But demand spike doesn't happen today.
Why?
The jewelers bought gold long back in preparation for this.
Okay.
If we don't produce any gold. We import 100% of our gold. We don't have any gold production in India.
We don't have any gold mines in India.
We have the Kolar gold fields, but they are not functional. They've been shut down long back.
Oh, KGF is not functional.
Yeah. Okay. KGF is yet to be opened. So right now they become viable because the price was not, the amount of gold which is getting recovered from that is not viable to extract. The price was not viable. So currently they are viable. I think they are in the reviving stage.
So basically what you're saying is that all the major jewelers of our country have already bought this gold for this demand.
Yes.
So it's not going to increase the price.
A couple of months back, and they have manufactured jewelry and they stored into their stores. So now we are buying. We are not causing the spike today. Right. Second is that for a fact, we are not the largest consumer of gold in the world.
They are second largest.
We are second largest. We lost this place to China.
Correct.
And almost a decade ago.
Yes.
So we still think, a lot of people think we are the largest, but we are not.
Okay.
And China is the largest, number one. And the big daddy of the entire gold purchase is the global central banks. Central banks means the
RBIs of the world.
Yeah, RBIs of the world. the Turkey, China. China is buying like crazy purchasing.
So we could say that they are the ones driving the gold price up rather than the end consumers like us.
Yes.
Got it. Glad you made it till here. If this gave you even one idea to improve your finances, send it to a friend. Helping them might just make you the smartest person in their group chat. And don't miss the full episode on Finance with Sharan. There's a lot more where this came from.